Alright, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please subscribe, like, comment, share. Today I'm going to be talking about this, the next Amon Amarth album, Crusher. This is probably their most heaviest album by far. And the songs are Bastards of a Lying Breed, Masters of War, Sound of Eight Hooves, Risen from the Sea, As Long as the Raven Flies, The Fury Divine, Annihilation of Hammerfest, The Fell Through Ginnan and Gat, Releasing Sturder's Fire, and the bonus track, Eyes of Horror. That's a Possessed song. This album, from top to bottom, is fucking killer. It's, like I said, their most heaviest. And it tells the 2009 editions of the first four albums tell the story of how the album was recorded and how the band started and the band Amon Amarth started as a grindcore band, influenced by Possessed, Napalm Death, and a bunch of other bands from the death metal scene. And their first album tells how they started, and then yeah, you get the point. But this album is probably the most brutal and heavy album, in my opinion. It's also the most raw, the rawest album they have. But it has a backstory behind the album. Then it has a thing from Frederick Anderson. How he came into the band. And it has a backstory behind all the songs. And there's a picture of the band. I don't know when that was, but yeah. And then the lyrics. I like the artwork too. It's pretty cool. All their albums are like this. There's another picture, or maybe, no, that's a couple more pictures of the band. Then the liner notes. But this album is, yeah, they're best of the old albums anyway. The new ones, the new ones I would say are okay, but these are probably their most primal stages of their history, but Bastards of a Lying Breed is about taking over the throne of a king that has too much power. Masters of War is about pretty much battle. Sound of Eight Hooves is about a hanging. That's what I'm guessing anyway. But Risen from the Sea is one of the more melodic tracks on here. It's also one of the more slower. Well, As Long as the Raven Flies is probably the most slowed down track on here. Risen from the Sea is about the monster that Thor slayed. As Long as the Raven Flies is pretty much about carrying on and not letting anything get in your way. A Fury Divine is probably one of the faster tracks on here. I don't really care for it, but Annihilation of Hammerfest is probably one of the most brutally heavy songs that I've heard. It's about annihilation, given the title. The Fall Through Ginnon and Gap is really a spacey, atmospheric song. Releasing Shorter's Fire is obviously about Surtur, and Eyes of Horror is the Possessed cover. All in all, I give this album a 9 out of 10 because it's got some good tracks on here. The only thing is, I don't like his voice on the first 5. Yeah, the first 5 albums. When it gets into With Odin on Our Side, that's another story. But yeah, I give this album a 9 out of 10 based on the tracks. If you like this video, please subscribe, like, comment, share. Tell me what you think of this video. Yeah, follow me on social media. Twitter is at Birdwell Wyatt. Instagram, Wyatt the Shredmaster. Facebook, add me. Twitch, Wyatt the One. And Snapchat, Birdwell96. Alright, see you in the next one. I'm gonna be reviewing Fate of Norns next. You'll see what I mean by well, whatever. Bye.